What's good, YouTube? It's your girl Bofina1, bringing you guys yet another YouTube video. So we all know COVID has literally ruined the world that we live in, and it has even ruined the lives of animals. So in late December, some 1,800 bulls left Spain for Turkey to board a ship called Elberic. The trip was supposed to take 11 days, and the cattle were to be sold to the slaughterhouse. So pretty much the next few months, the vessel failed to unload its cargo, which then caused the animals to starve, which caused about 10% of the bulls to pass. When the Elberic returned to Spain, authorities said that the remaining 1,600 animals were way too sick and would need to be put down. So pretty much when you wonder why there's a shortage of meat, this is pretty much the reason behind that. Thomas Watts, a farmer from Austria, said, in quotes, "When it comes to animal welfare, transport by sea is a black hole. Ship transports completely fall outside the regulations or animal welfare standards. Public health is at risk if animals are transported in conditions where germs and bacteria can flourish." Close quotes. The EU is responsible for more than 75% of the world's live animal exports, which at this point is having a hard time guaranteeing animal welfare. And that's pretty much kind of what I was saying, is that that's the reason why I know for the longest, it's probably even still the case now, but I know especially in 2020, when, in March till, throughout the summer and all throughout the rest of the year, when COVID was at its peak, when it was at its highest of the highest, that was a big issue that many people talked about, which was like shortage of food. That was why we had a shortage of so much stuff, because things were not able to be transported in the way that they should be. And, at the same time, they don't want to send or slaughter an animal that is dying, has bacteria probably in it, and then they're giving that to people on top of we're already in the middle of a pandemic where a virus is spreading at a viciously crazy rate, right? So it's the same concept with these animals. You don't want to spread bacteria to humans, which is another reason why for the longest people are like, oh, why is there a shortage? Why is there a shortage? Well, this is the reason why there was such a big shortage in the meat. Like if you would go into like a grocery store, you would see in the meat section there was a huge shortage of the amount of meat that was available, and so people were buying it, but they weren't able to replenish it at a rate that could sustain for the amount of people that buy meat, that eat meat, etc., whatever the case is. So it's crazy to see how much COVID has really affected the world in so many different ways. And you just think about it, like all those animals that died, and that's just like one case. There's numerous cases of where a lot of animals have perished, where they've died because they've been on a boat too long, they weren't fed, they weren't slaughtered in the proper technique or proper way, and that meat just goes to waste. So then you get behind, right? It's kind of the same thing like with the whole toilet paper thing. When that was a thing, all these people were buying toilet paper, they were not able to produce it because of COVID. A lot of the workers in the factories that streamline that production were getting sick. So then there was a shortage, but then there was a high level of demand for it. So it's the same type of concept, you could say. And so, like I said, it's bad. COVID has literally changed the whole world, and it's made it a lot harder to get some of your basic necessities that, let's say, in 2019 were not a big deal. They were not an issue, but now that's a very big issue. Now it's just hard. It's super hard right now. But let me know your guys' thoughts about this down below in the comment section. What are your thoughts on this? Whether you're a meat eater or not, like what are your thoughts on all of this? So let me know down below in the comment section. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to drop a like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I'll chat with you later. Peace, Sun Army.